to this happy place, welcome.
Hi, everybody.
This is the Ears to Ever After podcast, your source for Disney news, planning tips, and information about all things Disney. Ears to Ever After is hosted by Ellie and co-hosted by Beth. Welcome to our show.
Hi everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome to the Ears to Ever After podcast. I am your host, Ellie.
And I am Ben.
And Tinkerbell, who refuses to look at the camera. Oh, there she is. Hello. Say hi, Tink. Say hi, Tink. Yo, stop that.
Tormenting the dog is my favorite thing.
Anyways, welcome to your weekly episode of Ears to Ever After, your podcast for all fun Disney things. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! We're going to talk about... Tonight we are going to talk about our experience with the Disney Vacation Club and all the fun things that come with being a DVC member, and if it is the right choice, or something that you might be thinking about for your own family or for your own self. Wow. But yeah, so we'll just kind of talk about our experience and kind of what we went through, and give a little advice for those of you that are considering becoming DVC members and kind of what it entails. And we're also playing Pass the Dog. So,
yeah.
Just in case. So, we purchased DVC in November of 2017 after, about 6 years of thinking about it?
Yeah, it's an investment.
It is. Disney Vacation Club. So we decided, one of the days, wasn't it like one of our last days in the park, I think?
Second to last, I think.
And they were giving away a $100 Disney gift card, which I don't know if they do or not anymore. I haven't seen that in the parks in quite a while. And then they also were giving away 3 Fast Passes, which I know that they still do. So you do still get Fast Passes if you go and you take the Disney Vacation Club tour over at the Saratoga Springs Resort. Yeah. So we were walking around in Hollywood Studios, and we got to chatting with the DVC rep. So we set up our tour and decided, what the heck, what do we have to lose? They're going to give us $100 just for sitting through the tour. And the nice thing about Disney Vacation Club over other timeshare opportunities is when they tell you that your tour is only going to be between 90 to 120 minutes, it really is only going to be between 90 and 120 minutes. Like, it's not super invasive. It's not bait and switch. It's not, we're going to keep you here for 1,000,000 years until we wear you down enough where you're going to say yes. There is a little bit of a sales pitch. You do meet with a DVC rep at the end, and depending on the personality of that DVC rep, they might be a more high-pressure salesperson, but you can still say no, and you will absolutely still get your 3 Fast Passes and any gifts that they promise you for sitting through a tour.
Plus, you get ice cream at the end.
Yes. And that's really good. And you get, whatever kind of ice cream you want, and it's a really, really kind of a cool thing.
Yeah. And there's also, while you're waiting, you get some drinks and some cookies and some other stuff.
Whatnot. And the cool thing is, too, if you set up a tour to go do DVC and whatnot, they will pick you up in a private van and take you to the DVC center, and then when you're done with your tour, they will take you anywhere on property, and they'll take you right to the front gates. So, we wanted to go to Animal Kingdom after our tour, so they took us right to the front gates of Animal Kingdom. It was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So, very, very cool stuff.
Yeah.
So what you do, so once you get to the Welcome Center at Saratoga Springs, you just kind of go in and you sign in, you get a name tag, and you can kind of mingle with the other people that are there for the tour. You can get some coffee, some drinks, your cookies, all that stuff, and then they take you into this room and they show you a video all about like what DVC is and what DVC is all about, and all that fun stuff.
But you're not waiting long to see somebody, so get your cookies in quick.
Yeah. So you go and you watch the video. The video is about 15 to 20 minutes. It's not very long at all. Yeah. It's in like a theater, almost like a movie theater. It's kind of cool. So then they bring you back out into like another waiting room area, and then you wait for a couple minutes, and then you're greeted by your DVC guide. They call them guides, and you're taken into that person's office where you can crunch the numbers.
Yeah. They also show you some more videos on the computers.
Yeah, and they can go over points charts, and they have all sorts of things in their office that can kind of just answer all of your questions too, like what points charts and money charts and cool things like that.
What seasons are off seasons, on seasons.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. So then you kind of work through with your guide, like, how many points you want, and what points are right for you and your family. And at this point, your guide, if they're high pressure, kind of like the one we had, they're gonna try to talk you into like at least 150 points.
Yeah.
But you have to stand your ground, because we only could afford. We were back and forth between 75 and 100 points, and really, we knew that on a monthly basis, we really could only afford 75 at the moment. So we kind of had to stick to our guns. So we told our guide no right from the start, or right from the get-go. Like, I don't think we're gonna sign a contract today. We're definitely very interested. We want some more information, and then we want to go home, crunch the numbers, and make an informed decision.
Yeah. So he was a little bit mad because he did that, but.
Right. But we called him within a week, and we purchased. Because we were flat up front with him. We're like, we intend to do this. We just want to see if we can stretch our budget and make it work at 100 points, or if we should be more responsible and keep it at 75 points. And we just, like I said, we just wanted to crunch some numbers, crunch our budget, and kind of see where we were from there.
Yeah, because it's kind of a big thing. You don't want to put money into it that you don't have.
Right. And with when we purchased DVC, points were like 188 a point or something like that. So it's a lot of money, and it's like $15,000 just for 75 points. And that maybe for some people it's not a lot of money, but for like us, it was quite a bit of money. And yes, it has ended up already saving us money in the long run, but it's a lot of money up front. So like, we just wanted a few days to let it sink in, because my thing is, and I know that Disney kind of preys on your emotions and they want you to buy while you're on like the Disney high, but we knew a little better than that. Like, we didn't want to buy while we were just on the Disney high and then come home and have it not be something that we could maintain.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, not only are you paying for the vacation club points themselves, but, like, then there are maintenance fees and things that you also have to calculate into your monthly price as well. So,
yeah.
The more points, the more maintenance fees as well. So, your $240 a month DVC payment turns into like a $300 payment a month because of the maintenance fees. So.
And remember, this isn't payments for the rest of your life.
No, it's about if you finance DVC, it's about 10 years.
Yeah.
So, which isn't bad.
Yes. We've got 8 years left.
Yeah, I mean, and it is a real estate transaction. So I mean, you are owning property, kind of.
And in 8 years, we'll have free money.
Yay!
To buy more points.
To buy more points, yes. To buy more points, yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So, So our experience with DVC, outside of a little bit of a pushy salesperson at the forefront, has been incredibly positive, and it's been one of the best investments that we've ever made, especially because we're like crazy Disney fanatics. So
No, we're not.
no, not at all. But yeah, so we go every year. Sometimes we go two times a year. One year we even went 3 times in a year. So I mean, for us it made sense because we go down so much.
Yeah.
To have at least one trip, the room paid for.
Yeah. Considering you're paying what, $1,000, $2,000 for rooms.
If not more, depending on where you stay.
Yeah.
I mean, and the nice thing about DVC accommodations too is that they're all deluxe-ish resorts.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're paying, you're paying the price of a value resort basically to get into a deluxe resort. And for hotel snob over here, it works out because I definitely, just being the proximity to the parks, having those extra amenities, things like that, makes it worth it for us.
Yeah, it's just makes a lot more sense. And again, from 10 years having a contract, paying each month, you pretty much, after that, 40 years of free vacation.
Yeah, so there's a couple DVC resorts that expire in like 2042. But for us, where we purchased at Copper Creek, it doesn't expire until, 2058 or something like that. So, because it's a brand new resort, so after we pay off the initial financing of the contracted points, then we get,
I think it was 68.
So, I don't know, something like that. We get, the next 50 years of stays within our points that we've already paid for, so it's done.
Yeah.
So, really cool.
Kind of nice.
Very nice, yeah. And then they send you this cool little welcome packet, which I already showed you, but I'm going to show you again. So you get this wicked neat little welcome packet, and then currently you also get a backpack for signing up for DVC. I joke that my canvas DVC bag was the most expensive bag I've ever purchased, and I have some quite expensive bags, so just a little joke because they send you like a bag.
Yeah, all you do is walk out with a bag. And paperwork.
And paperwork.
And maybe some stickers.
Yes.
If you ask.
Yes. So what are your overall feelings on DVC?
I was skeptical at first, as you would be, because it's a lot of money, but with the amount of money I'm going to be saving in the future, I think it's worth the investment. Yeah.
And it's kind of like you're in this like elite little club too, because not everybody has DVC, and now mind you, the next couple of things that we're about to say are not guaranteed because perks for DVC members can come and they can go, like they change all of the time. So you're really buying into DVC purely for the room. I mean, if you're going to buy into DVC for the perks, don't buy DVC because the perks can change or the perks can go away. The only thing you're guaranteeing is your accommodation.
Yeah.
However, with that being said, there are currently some really cool perks for being a DVC member, and that is like exclusive merchandise that you can purchase with a 20% discount, PS. So being a DVC member and having your DVC card, for the moment, entitles you to a 20% merchandise discount as well. And that's on all merchandise, not just DVC merchandise, while you're down in the park. So either in Florida or California. It does not work online, except for on the DVC specific merchandise.
Yeah, and there's select merchandise that you can't get any discounts on, but
yeah,
for majority of them, you can.
Yes. You also have access to a couple of lounges. So you've got the Top of the World Lounge at Bay Lake Tower, where you can go up to the top of Bay Lake and overlooking Magic Kingdom, quite similarly to California Grill. And you can get small bites, you can get some cocktails, and do you want to talk about your cake?
No, I'm good. Make me hungry again, so I don't want to talk about my cake. Even though it's the best cake in the world, it's chocolate, it's big, it's huge, and it's the best. But that's all I'm gonna say.
And it's not dry at all. It's a very good piece of cake. It's limited though because they only make so much of it in a day. So if it runs out for the day, it's out for the day. There's no more until the next morning. So that's fun. And then the other lounge is one of my favorites because it's over in Epcot on top of the Figment ride. And the reason I like that one, and that one's my favorite, is because it gets you out of the the parks and the heat, and it gets you out of the crowd for a little while. I'm stumbling on my words a little bit because I'm trying to answer Ben's trying to answer text as well. So with that being said, yeah, so and you can get in the lounge at Epcot, in the DVC members lounge at Epcot, you can also, you get soda, there's free soda, free water, there's coffee too, Keurig's, right?
There's Keurig's,
yeah, and then you can get like your DVC sticker and stuff like that.
And it was a freestyle machine, and then they bring around snacks as well for you to have. When we first went up there, it was during Halloween time, so they gave us like candy when we first walked in there. But yeah, there's somebody will come around with the treats like bags of cookies, bags of chips, and then you can just select what you want from those.
Yeah.
So it's really nice, and then it's air conditioned, so you just chill, relax, and you take a nap if you want in there. There's also video games for the kids to play. Mm-hmm. I think they had, well, it's Xbox 360s when we were last there. Hopefully they've upgraded to Xbox Ones, but we'll see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the lounges are worth their weight in gold, especially the one at Epcot, just because it's inside the park, and you know, if you're not wanting to spend a bunch of money on like Oh, speaking of refreshments, they also push a little snack cart around too.
I just said that.
Oh, did I miss that?
She doesn't pay attention to anything I said. She wants me to talk more, but then she ignores me completely.
I was checking a text. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be doing that.
Yes, I said they bring around the snacks, and you can choose chips and cookies and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. She's back on track now, everybody. She's caught up. All right, so what's next with this?
Right. So yeah. So the lounges.
Oh, she's all flustered now.
Right. So getting back to the rooms, with the DVC, and part of the reason that I like them, is because they are, again, in deluxe resorts, but they're also a smidge bigger than like your standard moderate or value room, and you get mini kitchens in the studios or full kitchens in the 1 bedroom and above, so it gives you that flexibility as well, which I really like. I mean, not that I'm going to cook on vacation. I don't cook at home, so I'm not cooking on vacation, but having like a microwave in your room is great because you can bring leftovers back to your room and heat them up. Yeah, which is kind of cool.
And the thing is, if you've got a big family, you get more points. If you can afford the more points, then you can get the like the suites, kind of the is it the 2-bedroom ones, and
yeah,
that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it. One of these days we'll stay in like a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom, maybe not a 2-bedroom suite, but like
1 bedroom each. Be the best
definitely
vacation.
a 1-bedroom suite, because also if you get a 1-bedroom or above, not the studio, they come with soaker tubs. And that's fantastic, especially if you're into bath bombs like I am.
I feel sorry for the people that clean our rooms.
Hey, whatever.
Those are a pain to clean. Trust me. But you also get the washer and dryers in those as well. So, again, if you got a big family, laundry.
Yeah, it saves you money and saves you tons of packing space.
Yeah, it's for all those souvenirs that you're going to spend, that you're going to save you 20% on.
Yeah. So what else? I mean, what?
Well, there's some other perks. There's different discounts. You also get things.
Yes, you've got the after hours events, and generally those are free events, and you get to go into a park and they serve like food and some beverages, and it's a way to get into the parks after dark, basically with very limited crowds and only other DVC members and their guests.
But they go quick, and they're not usually during the peak times.
Yeah, I don't think there's one during our trip.
No, there isn't. I always looked.
I know.
But another perk that's good is certain select restaurants. They do select restaurants that you can save 20% off.
Yeah.
Which is the tip. So you're pretty much saving the tip there.
Yeah. And there's also a bunch of other merchandise discounts too at like Basin and like Sammy Duval's and like all sorts of other like places at Disney Springs and things like that. So that's really cool too. There's also events, like DVC specific member events that you can attend as well that cost a little bit of money, but they offer them pretty much like weekly at Disney World. So like you can do like, if you've ever been to like one of those painting with a twists in your local area, they have those painting events at Disney, and there's a very minimal charge. I think it's at the Top of the World Lounge where you can just you paint a scene and then you get to take your canvas and all that. There is also like cocktail mixing or cocktail tasting or beer tasting events that you can go to. If you like bowling, they have DVC member nights over at Splitsville, and so it's a discounted rate on the lanes and things of that nature. So there's things that you can pay for as well that you can take advantage of too.
Yeah, and the thing is also you remember, DVC is not for everybody.
No, it's quite a hefty upfront investment. The current point value is $218 per point.
Yep.
And you do have to have a significant amount, at least 10% to put down. So you have to have a decent chunk of money up front as well.
And if you can't afford to get it through DVC, there are other opportunities, other ways to go. I mean,
you can purchase at resale. And the only downfall with purchasing at resale is that Disney has placed major restrictions on the resale. So you have to have a minimum of 75 points with Disney to get any of the perks. But resale is a great way to save a lot of money. You just wouldn't have access to like discounted annual passes. You would not have any access to the lounges. You can't stay at any of the new DVC resorts, so like Riviera and then the new Reflections that they're building. So you can only stay at the original 14 DVC resorts. So there are some pluses and some minuses to that. You just have to weigh out, is it more important to have the perks, or is it more important to save potentially thousands of dollars?
Yeah. And it always depends on everybody's situation.
Yeah. So we have our 75 points right through Disney currently, but we are looking at getting, another smaller contract, and we are looking at resale because we do have the 75 points through Disney. So, for us now, saving money is a priority with DVC.
Yeah.
So, there's pros and cons to both, and I mean, it's something that, if we do get those points, we can come on and we can tell you our experience with a resale.
Yeah, but that won't be for a while because she's in college.
Yeah, so gotta get through.
Yeah.
Gotta get through that and the student loans and all that fun.
Yeah.
I have to say though, overall, from start to finish, and now having getting ready for our second DVC stay, that overall it has been a really pleasant experience for us, being welcomed home when we check in, having the turnstiles at certain parks light up purple, going through the sale process from basically start to finish. For the right person and the right family, I could not recommend DVC any more than I already do. I think it is a worthwhile investment if you have the funds, or if you can make it work in your monthly budget. If you have to stretch, or you have to if it's going to put you in a financial situation that's not good, then please...
Yeah, don't do it.
Please wait. But if you can make it work, and it is something that you can work into your monthly budget, you can possibly save thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars if you're going to be going to Disney over and over and over again every year like we do. It does make sense. The financials do make sense, and it will end up saving you a lot of money on your trips. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't kill yourself to make DVC work, because there's all sorts of ways that you can get into DVC resorts without being a DVC member. There's a ton of places that will rent them out or rent out member points, or if you know somebody that's a DVC member. So there's definitely ways to stay in those resorts if you can't make it work for you, which is cool. But the whole point of the show is just kind of to talk about our experience about it, not to give financial advice. So please, consult a financial planner or talk to a vacation guide. Don't take our word for it. Our experience has been completely positive, minus a little bit of a pushy salesperson that was a little arrogant.
And
but that's their job.
Here's one financial thing I'd say. If you want to go for it, you have the money to put down for it and everything now, but you still can't afford that monthly, save that money, add to that money, then put more down. The next year, and your payments will be less.
Exactly. The more you put down up front, the less your monthly payments will be. Mm-hmm.
And that's a dog whispering in my ear telling me these things.
Yeah. Isn't she very cute? This is she's got her little Disney name. Yes. Her little Tinkerbell self. But yeah, so DVC is probably one of the coolest things and that you can do outside of Club 33 if you want that exclusive in with Disney.
If somebody wants to get me in Club 33,
yeah,
that'd be nice.
What are the dues at Club 33 now? Like 15,000 or something a month, or don't quote me on that but it's a crazy high amount. So someday. So I think this might be a little bit of a shorter episode this week because we do have a lot of packing and a lot of prepping to do before our trip in 3 weeks. So on the YouTube channel, I know we skipped a video this week. I do apologize. We're not very good at the consistency thing just yet.
We're just getting ready, getting used to it.
However, since we do only have 3 more weeks left till our trip, my 3-part packing series is going to come out in the next couple of weeks. So, number 1, and I don't know what order I'm going to put these in yet, but we'll get there. It's going to be what's in my park bag. We're going to do one of those. Then we're going to do carry-on bag, and then we'll do third and lastly, just an overall packing video, like what we're checking, what kind of things that we're bringing, things like that.
It's probably going to be mostly her stuff because I'm a last-minute packer.
Yeah.
I just throw everything in the bag at the last minute.
Yeah, it'll be me. I will be. So for the midweek videos, it'll be me producing those and putting those out for you, but it'll be a 3-part packing series.
I have socks. I do have socks for Disney.
You do. And you just bought a shirt yesterday.
Yes, I have a shirt and a pair of socks.
Yay. So I will be putting out a 3-part packing series, and that will lead us up to the Disney trip. And then for the next several weeks after that, your Wednesday or midweek video is going to be obviously Disney vlogs and things that we film down at Disney. So you'll have several weeks of that to look forward to, and I'm really excited. This is our first time vlogging a Disney trip, so we're really excited to see how that turns out.
And after our trip, we might even do a pickups video.
A what?
A pickups video, what we bought.
Oh, a haul.
Yes, a haul. I like saying pickups.
A Disney haul. Yes, we will do a Disney haul. We like watching those videos, so we'll make one as well. I think Ben loves those videos, so
yes,
we'll do a Disney haul on all of our souvenirs and whatnot. So with that being said, I did wear ears this video because I'm gonna talk all about them because I love them. But these are my newest Louis Vuitton inspired ears. They did come from Lil Shop of Magic, of course, because where else do I get ears anymore besides Disney?
I was going to say, Disney.
Besides Disney, I do still buy Disney ears, like authentic Disney Parks ears. However, these ears are freaking incredible, and I am bougie and basic and a Louis Vuitton lover, and she custom made these ears for me just because I wanted a pair of Louis Vuitton ears for the parks. So, y'all know what I'm going to say. I say it every week, but her code for me as her brand rep is LilShop20, so you absolutely should go over there and contact her, and she can customize ears. I mean, she made me Louis Vuitton ears, for crying out loud. So, if you can dream it, she can do it. So, go visit her shop. Also,
what kind of dreams?
Like ear dreams.
Oh, okay.
Ears.
Okay.
Ears.
Okay.
Also, if you need help planning, any assistance planning your next Disney vacation, you can always contact Ashley Mark. She is a great friend of mine. She is also a travel planner who specializes not only in Disney travel, but also special needs travel, kids with autism, things of that nature. She does specialize in that and making those vacations so much easier for your families. So do not hesitate to contact her. All of her info and all of Celeste's info for the ears are on our website, earstoeverafter.com. We would so much appreciate it. So much appreciate it. Oh my goodness.
Her English is better than mine.
It's been a day, guys. It's opening day of football, and I had to pretend for the entire game that I liked football. So, anywho, if you like this video and you love our podcast, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. We are still growing, so we would super appreciate a subscribe to both the audio podcast and the video podcast. If you do listen to us on audio, if you could give us a 5-star rating, that would be absolutely wonderful. It just helps our little podcast get seen and kind of bump up so that more people will be exposed to it. So if you do like it and you do like this content, please like, subscribe, share, do what you got to do. Come join us. Come talk about the podcast over in our Facebook group, Facebook like page. Yeah, we got all of it. And now I'm just getting off on a rambly tangent. So, anyways, we will see you guys next week in the next episode of the podcast, and we will see you Wednesday with the first installment of a packing video.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to today's show. If you like the show, it really helps us out if you could leave a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. You can also join the conversation and chat with us on our Facebook group, Here's to Ever After Podcast Group and Chat. Lastly, you can connect with us by visiting our website, www.herestoeverafter.com. Thank you for listening. Tune in every Sunday night for new episodes.